Thank you, Schoon. Yes, session 16 already. So, you cleared out the Poseidon Energy Substation last time and went back to Mirage. Decided I'm going to just move forward sometimes. We have to do at least 2 or 3 days for Red Alert is going to break down some junk. That's the first roll we're going to make tonight. So that's at least a few days. But then, whose cat is that?
I've got a dog, though.
Is that you, Max? That's loud, like. I love it.
I also have a dog, and she is Prego.
I did know this already, actually. There's always a cat on stream, whether you can see it or just hear it. There's always seems to be a cat on stream. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Thanks, cat. So Max is rolling, breaking down some junk. We have added... So, Norm has added, with his gun nut proficiency, his gun nut perk, you have added the automatic receiver to run his combat rifle, making it an automatic combat rifle.
Yeah.
Max, you can go ahead and roll 128 damage dice, and we'll see, that's your 128 junk getting broken down. It'll takes you 21.2 hours. So it'll be done over a couple of days, probably. That's the number. The number is the number of common materials you get, and the number of effects is the number of uncommon materials. So that's 110 common materials. Who would like to count the faces to see how many uncommon?
Okay, so that's the faces, right?
That's the faces, Max. I'll add the 110 to your thing.
30.
30, thank you, Skin. So, I'm in your thing. We're removing 128 junk, and we're adding 110 common materials, so that becomes 122. And
hey, there's probably enough stuff to get more.
That's your campsites for a while, eh?
Yeah. I'm sure Ronnie would like some more stuff, maybe a scope on her gun. That will help her out.
122 common materials, 30 uncommon materials now. So now you can build the higher tier campsites again. Last time you were on a lower tier campsite because of not having uncommon materials. So, a few days have been spent by Red Alert breaking down stuff. Now, in these few days, the guy Tripper who was hanging out, the drug dealer, the chems dealer, he buggers off and he tells you he's going back to Beckminster Abbey. And he heads back there.
We needed him
While he is breaking down materials, I am making a stock on my weapon.
Making you put the full stock on your rifle, right?
Yeah. So first off, I need to put a weapon mod. That's a rifle stock. Why do I see rifle stock in here? Oh, that's some pipe gun. But I am going to do a full stock.
Lock stock.
Oh.
It is a stock.
So, as a week goes by and then 2 weeks go by, we're going to add some stuff to the settlements page for Poseidon Energy. We're going to improve its defenses because you're going to build, you can build some turrets, you can build walls, you can build fences, you can build all sorts of stuff. People around your other settlers, they'll scavenge stuff, so we'll not have to count from your list the materials. And over the next couple of weeks, which we're about to fast forward, we'll improve that. So while Schoon's working out his next mod, we can go to this page.
Okay.
So you see, Mirage, I've taken off the note where it said there's extra settlers downstairs getting radiation treatment because they're treated now and become full-time members of your community. Dennis in Outlook is very happy. and your reputation is 5, which is the maxed. You're allied, but this is your home settlement now. Your defences are somewhat strong. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to change that to strong. From somewhat strong to strong. The food supply, we're going to leave that for now, and we're going to talk about the food in a second. But yes, your population is 36, your defences are now strong. Your reputation is at max. Yeah, I added some notes on the other ones. So, at Diamond City, you've got Ronnie is special friends with 1 guard, and Norman Tanker unable to go inside. At Beatsville, you've got Old Man Murray is reunited with his daughter Minnie. So, I'll put a couple of notes about the settlements on that page for us. Now, over the next, we're going to fast forward 2 weeks, right? And we're going to have to take some food out of your guys' stock because you're going to eat food. But this is the 2 weeks that you guys...
Am I going to be dead? Because I don't think we have 2 weeks food, right?
No, you do. You do have 2 weeks food. So you're going to... You've also got Brahmin production. You've got Brahmin, so you're going to... And they've planted farms. Your guys are spending the next 2 weeks planting farms as well. Farms is one of the things you're doing. There won't be any food produced from that yet, but we're going to take off about 2 weeks of food for you guys. So there's 3 of you eating food. So 2 weeks is 14 times 3. So what's that? 42 items of food needs to go. So that's 10. 14, 22, 37. How many did I say needed to go? 42.
I need to
There's only 3 of us that eat, right?
38, 39, 41, 42. So, 2 weeks go by. And your food stores are running low. You still have plenty of money and plenty of stuff you can sell, but you haven't seen a trader in a long time in this nuclear winter. I have updated that. Let me just go back to the big map.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Martin, did you want to increase the thing on your combat rifle or no? I mean, we have enough stuff to probably do that.
You've got some time. Do you want to do any more mods, guys? Armor mods or weapon mods? You've got an armor workbench here. You've got a weapons workbench here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know better than me about the armor. If I can upgrade any of the
armor, I would say,
weapons.
can we get a bayonet for his rifle? Because at least it's a melee weapon on it.
You could definitely put a bayonet mod on his rifle, yeah. Or her rifle, it's Ronnie we're talking about. Let's have a look at your armor, Ronnie, and what you could do. So you've got
some more armor, I think.
You've got heavy raider, right?
Let me check. Cause I've got.
Yeah, you've got heavy raider. So I've got the book up here, the PDF. So if we go to armor mods, see what you can do without any perks. Now I'm close to the page because I was in armor weapons mods already doing your gun. So for raider armor, welded and tempered can be done without the armorer 1 perk. None of you have the armorer 1 perk, right? So
No.
you can do the first 2 levels of modding to your armor yourself. Welded is +1 and +1 on physical and energy. Tempered is +2 and +2 on physical and energy. Its weight is +1 on each piece, and its cost is +6 on each piece. So, you don't have... See, here's where it gets complicated. You don't have a trader to buy the mods from, so you would be building them, you'd be making them from all the metal and stuff you've got. But to make it easier, it's easier to just pay the cost, because it's a nightmare to work out what parts you need to actually make them. So if you spend So how many pieces is it? It's 2 legs, 2 arms, and a chest. It's 5 pieces. So if you spend 30 caps, which is not very much, you can have tempered to all your armor pieces. In fact, do it. You just need to go to armor mods.
Which is not very much. I only
Add.
have 8 caps, but okay.
85.
You guys have got several hundred in the group pool. So if you do this, if you go tempered and
Yeah,
you've
we got a
got
lot of
5, weight is 1,
Oh,
cost.
and I still
6.
have like an entire list of leather, right, left leg, and left and right arm that I don't use anymore, and a combat chest piece.
Those could get sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing this to your sheet, Martin. So that's +2 physical, +2 energy, and you go to armors using mod. No, so that's done by here. You go to the armor, and you press this thing. Where's the thing to add the mods? And there's an easier way to do this.
I think I did. I've only done it. I think on the other sheet for the other game. I think.
Yeah, on
I'm
Foundry.
doing it-
Right, so I've
done it
added
on
the
that one.
I've added the thing. So take 30 caps off. That's easy enough. You've got 55 now.
Cool.
All you need to do now is just go to each. I was sure. Oh, equip unequip mod. Here we go. So you can equip it. You can just go equip mod here. Equip mod here.
I forgot one thing that apparently.
Equip mod here. Equip mod here.
Mhm.
Equip
So is
mod
that
here.
like, kind of, so that's like upgraded every.
That should
mile,
now
right?
put everything up from 3s to 5s. Yeah, look, you went up from 3s to 5s.
Oh, nice, nice. So it's just my radiation thing I might want to work on in the. Is there anything I can get for that? Can you like coat your armor?
What
in
have you
some-
got? You've got 2, right?
Is there any like I don't know spray that you can put on
No,
to like
the
avoid-
so Raider armor.
Take the ghoulish part, if you can.
What? I can get what? Sorry.
Take the ghoulish perk.
Oh.
That's not a perk.
What about if I coat myself in a ghoul's body? Will that like reduce the ghoul?
I am
jump?
gonna
Okay, should I
copy
take my
and paste.
backup character then?
Oh, you've got to double the you've got to double the weight and the cost for torso, so that costs another 6. Okay.
And I need to know whenever that occurs if the enemy is lower level than me.
Right. Okay.
Because
So
I
need-
have the book Guns and Bullets Guide to Hunting Commies.
yeah.
Which- Gives me 1 attack against an enemy with a lower level than me, inflicts +2 damage dice.
Okay, so you just remind me. You can ask me what level a character is. It's not spoilers. Okay, Martin, I've done that to your. I've added some mods to your armor.
So,
Chris, your guy wears Raider armor as well, doesn't he? So
Or no, it's super mutant armor, isn't it?
no, Raider armor. Super mutants can wear super mutant armor or Raider armor only, and he's got heavy Raider armor, I think.
Is there any point,
Yeah.
genuinely, like, because if I get hit, they've got to already fucking beat 6.
Costs you 30 caps,
Well, hey,
36 caps to upgrade it all by 2. Basically, it's pretty
Yeah,
easy.
so
Like.
we got the party group.
Then they have
Yeah,
to
the
do
party
8
group.
damage to do anything.
Aye.
Right, then go ahead, take 38
Yeah,
caps.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got the party loot, Cat.
It's just it's
Oh,
making
hey,
it even harder to do any damage on me. Like,
It's what you want.
Hey Chris, there is a perk I could tell you about. It's called Ironclad. So when you're wearing armor, it gives you +1 to all your physical and energy.
yeah, I was looking at that earlier, but I took fireproof instead.
Did you take
Well, I'd
Fireproof?
say you
I
take
was
that
looking
later.
at that. That's a good one, like.
Yeah, because every time someone throws a Molotov at us, I think that's about the only thing that can do any damage to me.
And that increases
So I
that.
thought I took fireproof, so then I don't know.
Yeah.
Need to read it again. But something about Molotovs.
That puts you up to 8 and 5, Chris. Yes, you are very hard to hit now. That's what you want from your tank, like.
Yeah, well, I just want to upgrade my armor.
He's got no energy
get mine
damage
a little better.
resistance on his head. I just need to zap him with laser guns in his head. Just need to remember that.
He doesn't have anything for the head? I
No,
think he had Raider
he's got 3 physical on his head.
I've got physical, but no
No energy.
no energy.
You need to zap him. You need to zap tank with laser guns in the head, and you must remember.
Then I'll just do that.
Okay, so that's you got your mods. Do you want to do the same thing? You've got heavy raider armor.
I was talking shooting tank
Alright.
with a laser gun in his head.
If you want to do the same thing with your armor, Schoon, you just need to add an armor mod, tempered. It costs 6 per piece, 12 for the torso.
Yeah, I only
it's a
have
mat-
8 in my inventory. I still have.
What
We
caps?
got a party well.
Takes them out the party. There's loads
Yeah,
in,
I
in
have
the
got,
party.
like, 700.
1, 2, 3, 4 leather parts, leather leg and arm, and a combat chest that I can sell, which is in total 10, 20, 60, 70, 80, 86.
Don't worry about that. Take some money out of the thing.
94 caps in total if I get the normal price for it.
Don't worry about that just now. Then we're gonna do that in between sessions because it's gonna take up too much time. If I just take some out of the, how much do we need? 36.
Take it out of the party well.
I'll take some out of
Okay.
the party. Yeah. You've got loads there.
Armor. Oh, I only have girded leather somehow. I have all these armor mods that I don't even know that were added. Okay. Tempered?
Tempered. It'll cost you 6 caps per piece and 12 for the torso. So it's a total of 36 caps it costs you. Which I've just took out the group thing for you, and it gives you +2 physical, +2 energy.
Yeah.
Do you know how to add it
What are
as
you
a
wearing
mod
on
in the
your
sheet?
arm?
What does it do?
+2 physical, +2 energy. Do you know how to add it as a mod on the sheet?
Yeah.
Cool.
Locations.
That's a nice, cheap, easy mod you don't need a perk for, like.
Hey, Scoon.
Schoon.
Yeah?
Max want to ask you something.
What are you wearing on your armor? 'Cause, can you wear the BOS fatigues? 'Cause that's like clothing, right?
That's something you can wear under your armor. But the
Yeah,
only
'cause that's
reason
actually-
the only reason he would wear that would be for the radiation resistance. He's a ghoul. He doesn't need it.
Oh, hey, give it to Ronnie.
Ronnie's
I can wear it.
got a vault suit. Gives the
okay,
same
okay.
radiation protection. She's got a vault suit under her armor. That gives her 2 all over on radiation apart from her head. I don't think anybody needs that Brotherhood of Steel fatigues.
Okay. Well, the only thing I want to do is get the mods for my head and my chest.
Well,
And
you
just-
can think about what mods you want to get and what you want to sell. We can.
I am now 5 at all my resistances,
Nice.
except for the head.
I got the cash. I got the cash for it anyway.
You can think about what you want to mod, Max, and the rest you can think about what you want to sell, because a bunch of people are going to show up at Mirage. Like a bunch of people. I've got 2 groups of people showing up, so bear with me while I grab another one.
Yeah, but are these people that we want or people that we don't want?
Yeah, you shall see. You shall see. There are a couple of groups.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I don't want to see, I want to know.
It's going to be fun.
Sure.
Oh, I don't know. I need to delete some of these things because they're not in the right place. Chris Danson.
I'm watching and I'm like, are you trying to like jazz up the shopping
I
game,
just-
Chris? Like that's
just
like
flick-
dancing to
Just
shopping.
flicked over that shit. Are you jazzing up the shopping episode? I appreciate it, Chris, because this is the stuff that's not so interesting. But bear with me, I'm pulling loads of tokens onto your layer here, so you'll see lots of people arriving here now. 2 groups arrive at the same time. 2 groups arrive together as one big group at Mirage. And you're looking at some people you recognise. There's Jack Jetski Max. Still travelling.
I look at him like, oh.
Still travelling with Linda and her guards. You'll notice that Linda and the guards are no longer travelling with the Jam Bakers, the band that they were travelling with. The Jam Bakers are no longer with them, but Linda still has all her guards. And there's Brahmin as well, but I didn't bother putting every token on. But also you've got a bunch of Minutemen, a bunch of Diamond City security guards, and the mayor of Diamond City, Mayor
Is
McDonough.
there
I've come
one
to see you.
specific Minuteman part of this group?
Preston is not here, no. Preston's been involved in...
Alright, because I would go in a tower, snipe the hell out of him.
Preston's been involved in other adventures elsewhere on the map, on the timeline, though.
Okay.
Tune in, YouTube viewers, to see the full extended epic that we're doing here. But Mayor McDonough of Diamond City approaches you all with 4 Diamond City security guards and 4 Minutemen, and they all seem to be his entourage, guarding him, keeping him safe. But they're also travelling with Jack Jetski and Linda the Ghoul and all her friends, all her guards. This massive group comes and they this is 2 weeks after our last session now. Your food supplies are very low, but the Ghoul Trader has arrived. So you could easily stock up on some stuff, and you could sell a bunch of stuff as well, which we will do in between sessions because you've got a lot you can sell, and I don't want to do all that in the session. Linda the Ghoul asks if she can, like she does with everywhere she goes, if she can stay for 2-3 days in your settlement. She says she's not been staying in 3 days in a lot of the settlements recently. She's been staying for 1 or 2 days because trade's just not what it was before this winter. But she would like to, if possible, stay in your settlement for a couple of days, and Jack Jetski would like to do the same. They ask
And
if
she's not going to react after she sees us like, hi.
So they're all hoping for your hospitality, Linda the Ghoul, her guards, and Jack Jetski. They're hoping to put the new location of Mirage, which they heard about on the road, on their trade route, and they would like to make this their first stop here. You guys are the leaders of Mirage.
Trading license is 500 caps.
Bed and board and a trading license is 500 caps. Well, should maybe like to not maybe stay here then if that's the case. Mayor McDonough, on the other hand, has an interesting offer for you. Now, I should have got this ready in the PDF actually.
Then, if the mayor is here, then I would go to that mayor like, the only way we would do that offer is that when you allow us entrance in your city.
Yeah, so Mayor McDonough is going to first apologise that you've not been able to go to Diamond City. He's not able to bend round his rules on the no ghouls, no super mutants thing. The people would just execute him and lynch him, but he wants to.
I understand you would do that for ghouls, but clearly I'm not a ghoul.
He's like, we can make something work. I can find somewhere discreet for you, but first I've come to ask you all a favour. And even the Minutemen agree that you're the best men for the job, the best people for the job, and the Minutemen would be working with you. But I've got a chance for you to to make some serious caps, but to really help out the people of the Commonwealth, not just Diamond City, but the surrounding areas that trade. We're not being able to trade recently. So Mayor McDonough comes to offer you quite a lot of caps. Let me find the number. It's maybe quicker in my actual notes. He wants you to clear the sewers beneath Diamond City and some of the Commonwealth area to make new trade routes so that the people can trade and travel away from the dangers of the nuclear winter and the rad storms and the nuclear snow and the weather storms that are just killing people. And he would like to offer you loads of caps, and I can't find it.
Damn, that's bad preparation, dude.
Yeah, sorry. It's 250 caps up front and 250 when the job is complete.
You should give that job to Linda. She wants to stay here for 3 days. That's a joke, by the way. I don't speak to Mayor McDonough because I am a...
You're Superman. Who's speaking to him? Schooner, are you speaking to him?
Yeah, I did say what I said.
You did, yeah.
The only way we will help is if you let Tank and I into the city.
He says he's got...
I already know a way into the city. Don't worry. I don't want to go.
But if you want to, then at least you are allowed to.
He's like, look, I'll let you have passage in the city. We'll work it out. We'll do something so you guys can go in there. But I need you to help me with something.
City smells.
It's to get through to avoid us people, traders, normal people, us survivors, being able to trade and live and have a life in this winter. We want to use the sewers beneath Boston to do supply caravans. It is dangerous and it's filled with ghouls, radiation and other hazards, and that's where you come in. We've got various groups around the area working on certain sections of the tunnels, but we've got a particular spot that's we think is going to be particularly dangerous, so we need like a really seasoned group of mercenaries to take care of it for us. And we feel
we're not mercenaries, we're just friends.
500 caps, anybody's a mercenary, right? He looks at you.
Ronnie, we do things for money. That means we are mercenaries.
He's like,
but
free.
I'm trying to build a school though with my money, so I mean,
he looks
different.
So you can do that with your share of the caps.
He looks at you and he says, people don't have food. People don't have anything. People are starving all over the Commonwealth, and we want to open up some routes so that people can travel with stuff and trade, and we need your help. I'm going to offer you 250 caps right now up front, no matter what happens, and then 250 when you clear out the section of sewers for us. He says, I would even give you a Geiger counter, but obviously I don't need to. And he looks at Ronnie, you know that
Ronnie has one, but we don't.
Pip-Boy has a Geiger counter on it. If you
but I mean, we're not going to refuse if they're going to give us an extra one, though.
If you insist, he'll give you an extra Geiger counter, so somebody can add a Geiger counter to their inventory. He's happily going to give you it. It's not even a loan or a rental or whatever. He'll just give you it. You can use that to properly pinpoint radiation sources.
Sweet. I mean, okay. I can't barter anyone because my barter skills are 0. But can anyone barter him for more money?
Well, that's not my field. I'm on top of it.
I mean, this is like a main quest thing, but I would still say you could. So but you can make a barter check to get 10% improvement on something, and then if you've got, there's a perk where you can make it 20%. Is that right? I think so. Let me. Are we looking the core rules for barter?
I mean, I don't even have 1 point in it, so I didn't know if anyone else did.
I don't.
Nope. I'm charismatic, but I'm not proficient in it at all.
Let's see.
robot calculator.
It's like, I'm not that kind of calculator. I'm the Terminator calculator.
I think I can't be bothered to find the rules, but I think it's just a difficulty 2 barter test, or I think it might be an opposed barter test against him, and if you win, you get 10%.
I'll just do it then. I guess nothing happens if I fail, right? Because my charisma is fine.
Before you do, have you had a drink today?
Oh yeah, because this is a charisma test, and that you need a drink for, or you've got an increased difficulty. Well, remember,
I think we have
Chris.
some somewhere.
You do?
Did find
You do?
some
You
mistake
have?
last time.
You still have a moonshine, a beer, and a bourbon.
Well, I'm gonna drink some bourbon in front of him and then barter.
Wait, Oliver.
Yeah.
Its default special attribute is charisma, but could also be used with perception to see how willing someone might be to change their demands, or intelligence to know the true cash value of something.
Ronnie's got high charisma though. I think she's got a 9.
Oh yeah, my charisma I'm not worried about. It's just
It's
I
the
don't have
barter.
any
She doesn't have
skill in
actually any skill in barter. So what is the actual role then? Does it say there, Scoon? Is it an opposed test?
It doesn't say. Just go with money, how savvy you are with your wealth, how easily you can make deals, or how easily you can negotiate someone down on price. Not just bother trying to buy or sell items or negotiate the cost of a service. It doesn't really explain how to use the skills.
Okay, well, let me just fucking wing it then. Give me a second to find Mayor McDonough's character
Let's see
sheet.
if it says so with game mastering.
Mayor McDonough he has barter tagged 5, so he's got really high skill in it. So we'll do an opposed test, and I suggest spending some action points to beat him because he's really good at it.
But I mean, if will anything bad happen if I fail, or is he just like,
No.
well, I'm
So I'll tell you in advance. No, it's not going to do any negative effects if you fail this, but if you succeed this, you can get 10% increase on it. So he's got really good skill in it, so you might want to spend action points.
We got any action points from last
You have
time?
2, but remember you can always buy them.
Okay. Well, I'll use 2. Does that give me 2 extra dice?
1 would get you 1 extra dice, 3 would get you 2 extra dice. Do you want to buy 1 and use 3?
Go on.
Okay, so I've got 1 action point. So you may spend the 3 action points and roll 2 extra dice here. So you roll first and then I'll roll, and I'm not spending any action points, I'll just roll with my 2 dice.
So I get to roll 3 extra dice, right?
No, 2 extra dice, so you're rolling a total of 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 extra.
It comes up, okay.
So a total of 4. That is
Ooh,
3
successes.
successes, because the one's a crit, the one's double. Even if if it's not a tagged skill, 1's always a crit.
Oh, cool.
Right,
so does it give me lots and lots of money extra?
Let's see. It's an opposed test, and you've got to beat him.
And Oliver, I don't know if you've seen that as a rule, which
I don't
might
know
be
if this,
interesting.
Don't know if this is the right rule, but this is what I'm doing until we find something else.
The complication range.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can make an action riskier more than difficult. Then you can increase the range.
By increasing the complication range. I'm not going to make this risky. I've already said that there's no negative consequences.
It might be
for not
something
doing
for the future.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. But I don't need to do that for this, right? Let's see. I'm just going to roll the 2 dice. 2. You beat him. You can get 10%.
Yeah.
You can get 550. So he'll give you 275 now.
Okay.
If you're going to accept this quest.
I look at everybody else. It's like I go. You know, he'd go wherever. You just got to talk to jet ski before he goes anywhere.
Yeah, jet ski's here. Jet ski's going to do your mods as well before you go anywhere. But
All right. So there's 3 mods. If you look under my character sheet, there's one that's a robot mod. The other 2 are just armor mods.
I don't think you can do normal armor mods on a robot. You have to do robot armor mods.
Yeah.
No, that's what it is. It is a robot armor mod.
It's a robot armor
There's
mod, right? Okay.
There's robot. Yeah, there's robot mods and there's robot armor mods.
Yeah, but those are also specific. I believe.
Yeah, I know.
So what are
And
you
you
adding?
need to have armor for that.
So what is it you're adding, Max? What's the new ones?
Oh, is the Voltic one like the rest of the
The
armor I
voltaic
have?
ones, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
replacing the chest piece and put one on the head, and I'm putting the robot module, the resistant field. And what that does is that anybody within close
I don't know how your
with me,
physical damage resistance shouldn't be 8, should it? You've got 8 on one side. I don't think that's right.
It's the glitch. You know how the stuff is being glitched on us?
Should that be 6?
No, it should be like what everybody else is. Like on my armor, it's like a 4-2. Like the other arm's 4-2. That should be right there. I don't know why.
Should it be 4 and 2?
Yes, that's for some reason these aren't. So that's glitching really bad.
Okay, no problem. We can fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I was doing is just replacing the chest piece and getting something for the head and just getting that module.
How much does that cost you?
That module. So that's going to cost probably. I put the price on it right there. So
I'll just take it out of the group.
It's 60. Yeah. So it's 60 there, and it's another 75 for the robot module.
What was the module you got?
It's called Resistant Field, and what it is, allies within close range get a +2 physical resistance.
Oh, nice. So what was that? 60 plus 75? 135. Okay. There's still 620 caps in the group one, and that's before you sell any stuff to Linda the Trader.
I'm wondering if I could make someone... Is there anyone in this group that has... well, the group that is here, because I don't have it yet, that has Science 2? And could maybe change my short scope on my
let me check
on my laser weapon.
I think I'm okay at science. Well, that might be another character.
I only have Science 1.
No, he means the perk science one.
Yeah,
he means perk science too.
Oh, I thought you meant sciences, and that was one of the main skills. Nah.
No, because I have science as a perk, but you need rank 2 for a long scope. Because I want to change my short scope into a long scope, so that I can increase the range of my weapon, so that I could actually be a sniper.
So, Jack Jetski's not got. What is it you do? Well, it depends. What are the mods required for doing robot mods? What are the perks required for doing robot mods? Because he's got all of them. So what are the robot mod perk requirements? Have you got that open, Max?
Oh, yeah, I got the armor. Give me 1 second. Back to it. It's gonna help trying to figure out the other one. But
robot mods. They're all Armorer 1 and Armorer 2 and Armorer 3, so it's all armor for the robot armor mods, Armorer.
Yes.
So he would have up to Armorer 3, Jack Jetski.
Okay, so that covers that one. Now, you want the robot module thing?
The robot modules, 2 seconds, mate.
That's on 185.
Was it 185? Thank you.
Yeah.
Robot modules.
Absolutely.
Oh, so the perks for those are Robotics Expert 1, 2, Science 1 and 2. So this guy has got up to Science 2. Jack Jetski has up to Science 2.
So he could
so he can help with that.
My scope.
Yeah,
he can do your scope. What's required for the scope? Is it just Science 2 required? Nothing else?
The perk required is Science 2, yes.
No gun nut as well. No, it's just Science 2.
No.
In that case, Jetski can do it because he doesn't have gun nut, but he's got Science 2. So Jetski can do that.
If he can change my short scope into a long scope, then that means I get the range by 1 step.
He can do that.
Then I will change that in my
What's
gear.
the cost of that? And I'll take that out the group, and you can do the gear change.
Long scope plus 29.
Okay. It's plus 50% though, so what's that?
Short scope. Into the
43,
long scope.
44.
I was like, we probably need to do some stuff for Ronnie's gun. Like, you know, probably get her better.
She's just got automatic on it. Anything else you would like on the gun, Ronnie? Let me talk about with you what you can do, Martin. If you wanted
All
to.
this money that we've got, can we not pump that into our base and like buy shit for the base?
You,
or
you absolutely can, yeah. Well, thing is, you're gonna have to buy a load of food. You're out of food there, pretty much.
So do we not need to buy, I don't know, fucking seeds and shit for the farmers? I was just thinking we could spend some money doing that.
Well,
as well.
I mean, if the guy's giving us $250, we can always just give that to one of the traders that just came in.
Well, you could just leave some money with your settlers, and they could, as well as, yeah, they could then spend the money on seeds, on equipment, on the stuff that you guys need to keep building your settlement while you're away. So you could leave them some money, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that.
And then that means we don't have to like think about the minutiae of all the different things that you're adding and building. We can just say they spent this much, and I'll just improve like the defense levels and the comfort levels by a certain amount.
Cool.
Makes that a bit easier. Yeah. How much would you like to leave then, Martin? That's a good idea.
I think Max was gonna say maybe if we leave a week, we're getting like some money before we go on the mission, right? So we could leave all that.
You want to leave 250 with them?
Yeah.
Okay. So you.
That should be good enough.
Okay. So, let's make a note of that. Plus 250. You're gonna leave 250 caps with your settlers. Okay. Sweet. We can work out what else you sell to Linda in between sessions. We're going to save some time there. But you've got money to play with. There is money. If you want to do mods and stuff while Jack Stetsky's here, you can. I believe, Schoon, you're taking care of that one on your gun.
Can I do any mods?
I would probably give Ronnie maybe a long scope. That gets rid of the inaccurate.
Yeah, you could do a long scope, Martin. That's good. Right, what page are the small guns mods on? Oh, hang on, I must be close here.
101.
101. Right. So,
Sorry, Martin, I'm just trying to make more.
No worries.
You want to know the small gun upgrades?
Yeah, I'm on them. So you've got
Small gun mods.
you can increase your range by giving it a longer barrel. You can remove inaccurate by getting rid of your grip by putting a comfort grip on. You can put a sharpshooter's grip on and remove inaccurate and add piercing 1. That's gun nut 1. Schoon can do that for you.
That's gun nut 1. I can do that for you.
Yeah, there you go, Martin. That's a good one. Sharpshooter's grip to remove inaccurate and get piercing 1, and then you could.
If you already have something with piercing on it, it adds. So if you already have a mod...
The guy doesn't have the mod for that.
Okay. But otherwise, if you had a mod that has piercing 1 already, it adds to that piercing 1. So because I now have my laser rifle is now a piercing 2 because of my stock.
A bayonet deals 4 piercing 1 physical damage. Adds 2 weight and costs 10. Right, let's do the mods for that. Let's add 2 mods to your gun. This is fun. So, I'm going to show this on stream, like how you do this. So you go to weapon mods and add. Right, so we're doing the, what did we say? Sharpshooter's grip.
Yep. So it removes the inaccurate and gains piercing 1. So that'd be under these special abilities.
Okay, so sharpshooter's grip is cost plus 10. Weapons allowed, small guns. Category is grip. Mod effects, it removes inaccurate.
The inaccurate. So it's the automatic wood again.
And what else does it do?
Pierce 1.
Adds piercing plus 1, so effects.
Yeah, effects would be Pierce 1.
Piercing 1. Okay, so that's that done. What was the cost on that?
The long scope.
2 seconds. The cost on that was 10.
Yep.
And we were doing the... seconds. So that's the sharpshooter's grip, and we were doing the bayonet.
Long scope.
Muzzle
Well, you want to
mods.
do long scope too, so increase it by 1 range.
Yeah, but remember, increasing it by 1 range makes it less accurate at the. It just you're not making its range have a better range where it can get people like with. You're just moving it 1 step over, so it's less accurate at the closer range if you make it more accurate at further range. Imagine trying to hit somebody that's 2 feet away with a sniper rifle. That's, do you know what I mean? It does make it harder as well for the other the closer distance. Right.
Trying to scope someone and the barrel is right in front of his nose. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, much did the bayonet
The short
cost?
scope just gets it accurate. If he gets the short
That's
scope,
10.
it doesn't increase the range by 1, but if it gets accurate, that's good extra damage.
Yeah,
Weight
but
is
like
2.
I took the sniper perk, so that's why I wanted longer range and two-handed, because that's the only way it works. But I'm all set, so I don't know what you guys are, but I'm all set.
2 seconds, I'm almost ready. I don't know how to add this as a thing. I'm just probably gonna have to add it as a weapon on your main thing, right? So if you now go to your weapons and we go to your gun, combat rifle. I know it's on the main sheet.
And do we do the mod for no? Does he have blacksmith 3 or anything for
No.
this here now?
Right,
Okay.
so 2 seconds. I'm just finishing off these mods on his gun. So core, you go to the gun, automatic combat rifle, weapon mods. So on the muzzle we've got the bayonet, and on the grip we've got the sharpshooter's grip. Okay, so you've now got burst, piercing 1. You get rid of got rid of your inaccurate, and it's now called a sharpshooter's bayoneted automatic combat rifle. And now you just add another weapon in here, bayonet, and it's melee weapon. You still use melee weapons for it, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, bayonet is like the knife on front of the gun, so you will not use gun bash, you will just stab them.
Yeah, it's 4 piercing. Very nice. That's that done. Okay, that's your.
So what's my range now? Is it like an extra?
No, that
zone
didn't
or
change your range.
something?
Your ideal range is still medium. It's still medium as your ideal range. So if you change your ideal range to long, which you can do with a mod, it'll make it more difficult at medium range. So that's like turning it into a sniper rifle.
So I'd better having 2 guns if I was going to.
You better to have 2 guns, yeah. If you want a long range gun, you're better to make a sniper rifle as well.
Yeah. Cool, I'll do that.
Like I did.
But there you go. That's your guns and armor modded up, guys. That's pretty sick.
I made a sniper laser, but still.
But you've now got an automatic combat rifle that's not inaccurate, because you've got a comfort grip, so it like holds good, and you've got the bayonet as well for 4 piercing damage.
I need to buy.
What about the night vision one?
Sorry, Martin.
I need to buy some stim packs because I used a lot when I got hit that time. So I won't mind buying. I won't mind some stim packs.
Just fucked up my stream.
Keep us all going.
How right?
Anything.
Much does a stim pack cost? I think it was 100 or 50. I don't remember which though.
It's a diluted one. Says it's 30 because that's still on my sheet, but I've not got the. 50 it says on my sheet.
50. Do you want to spend some money on them then?
I think so because we've not. I'm the only one who's got any, and I don't think I even removed these because I'm pretty sure I definitely used these in the last game, so I haven't got any. So yeah, I would like to buy some.
There's 500 caps, more than 500 caps left, and this is before you sell a bunch of stuff. Would you like to just buy 10 stim packs?
No one's doing anything else with them, yeah, because they'll come in useful. Or does the robot need the repair kit? Should we get some of those as well?
Should get some of those, right? So get 9. Well, you could get 6 stim packs and 2 of those.
Caps here.
you could get 6 stim packs and have 2 each, and 2 robot repair kits, and that would be
Okay, let's do that then.
400 caps spent.
Cool. I'll see if I can alter that.
So everybody adds 2 stim packs to their sheet, and Max, you add 2 robot repair kits.
I still have
There we
caps
go.
here. See.
2 stem packs.
There's still 176 caps in the group thing now. I've given you them for normal price as well because it's Linda. I'm not going to charge you the extra
So-
actually.
We can add 2 caps, 2 stim packs.
2 stim packs each, and Max can add 2 robot repair kits.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that's anything I was interested extra in having.
Back to instant. What does it do again?
Stim pack's got a
You-
couple of different uses. I think Ronnie has them on her sheet. I'll get a look just now. Stim pack.
Oh, should we get a med kit?
It feels
Should we get one
heals.
of those, like, med kit?
If you could, it heals 4
I-
hit points or an injury.
And can I do anything to my robot? Like, can I upgrade the robot?
You can
With
upgrade his
anybody?
armor and stuff. Jack Jetski's here. He's the robot armor upgrades guy. Yes, if you want to, now's the time.
Oh, so what it is, I want to give 90 of my
Caps.
things, cats to Martin to upgrade his robot.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so you're spending 90 caps on Martin's robot.
Well, I've got a little bit.
Yeah,
of I've got.
because that helps out with that.
Why don't
I've
you just
got
take it out of
five-
the group?
I've got 49 caps left anyway. I don't
Well,
know how
just-
much it's going to cost her.
Right, so let me open up his sheet. And let me open up the robot. What page is that again, Max, please?
That is 101. Oh, no. It's 147 for the robots.
147. So yeah, you could do.
It's just like any minor things if you've got a little bit of money. To
You could
help.
do. You could do right up to the top one. While thing is here, it's going to cost a lot of money actually to do the top one.
It's just like if I could upgrade his armor or make his flamethrower better or something, just to help
You
him.
could do voltaic frame all over his body,
Cool.
and it gives him +2/+2. It also does something to his attacks and to his thrusters.
Okay.
Yeah, so what it is, if it has an injury or weapon like attack, with his flamethrower, it will do more damage.
I'll put it in the Roll20 chat so you can read it. This is voltaic frame.
Yep.
A specially made set of armor plates fitted with additional conduits and capacitors to bolster the effectiveness of energy weaponry. Any of the robot's attacks which deal energy damage inflict 1 DC if the robot's fitted with any voltaic frame armor. So that's his flamethrower, gets 1 more dice of damage.
If it's on red alert, his claw.
And the bonus increases by +1 for every 2 additional locations. So you would get +3 if you do this all over his body.
Okay.
So if you do this all over his body, he gets +3
Damage dice.
+3 damage dice, plus he gets +2 physical and +2 energy resistance. Right, so this let's add this to his shit. Now he
And don't forget his claw will also get that because his claw has that electrical charge.
no,
which
that's
makes it
Max's.
energy
That's
weapon.
Max's character.
My
Oh,
character.
he's doing it on Ronnie.
I'm doing it on
On
Ronnie's
Ronnie's,
robot. Right,
robot,
now
robot.
it's an NPC sheet, I think, so it doesn't have, or it's a smaller
not
sheet,
this-
so I don't have
not
all this stuff. So what we'll do is we just do. We can put it in his inventory.
What he can do if he wants to, he can get the shocking claw mod for the claw if he wanted to.
Right, voltaic frame mods all over. So where's his? So that just makes that 3 physical and 3 energy all over, and this makes his pincer. No, it makes his flamer gets +3 damage dice. So his flamer goes from a 3 damage dice to 6 damage dice, and it costs you how many parts is there? So it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Because it's the optics.
So the optics is 30,
arms.
plus the main body is 60, so that's 90, and then an arm is 90, so that's 3 arms is 180, plus the thruster is 210 caps. It costs you 210 caps. Oh no, that's, sorry, I'm looking at hydraulic frame. It doesn't cost that much. It's 20 for the optics, 40 for the body, so that's 60. 60 each for an arm, so that's 100, and then 20 for the thruster, so it's 120 caps it cost you. Do you want to just take it out the group again?
If we've got it, but I do have.
You have got it.
I've got 49 caps.
Or did I say 110? Or 100? I said 120, didn't I?
I think so, yeah.
Right, so there's now 56 caps in the group thing, but you still not sold all the stuff.
Okay.
But he now has
I'm
much
happy.
better armor, and he has much more damage on his flamethrower.
Cool.
That's good.
Yep, extra +3 damage on his flamethrower, and he's got +2 armor all over, physical and energy. Right, so you've even upgraded your companion.
I think it's a smart move to also give Red Alert the voltaic armor.
He has it.
Oh, I do have that.
He has it already.
Ticked out.
Yeah, he has it
And
already.
damage on the claws.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
yeah, he's got some good shit already.
Yeah. And I'm not done yet. I still got a couple of extra.
So everybody's got upgraded
parts,
armor,
you know.
including your companion. We've got upgraded weapons. What? Let me just have a wee look at what the. Do you know anyone? Would anyone know where the mods for a super sledge are? I'm just interested for Chris. Like.
So is that it covers the science, but you need someone with a black.
I stopped streaming.
That's what I was looking.
Did you? Oh shit! Sorry, bro. I haven't even looked. Blacksmith 3 or Science 1. So we need somebody with blacksmith perks to do a super sledge. It needs at least blacksmith 2. You can get a heating coil that does +1 damage dice and changes your type to energy, or you can get a stun pack which gives you +2 damage, gains stun, and changes the damage type to energy. But that costs you 360 caps, and you need blacksmith 3 and Science 1. Wow.
Well, we have 50% of those perks.
You do. You
Because I
got
have
Science
science.
1, yeah. But there's nobody with the blacksmith perks here. This is the problem. You've got a robot guy here, but you don't have like a normal armor guy here.
My normal robot maybe get those in the future because I don't mind the robot if it can get. It can't get the same skills though as the normal player, right?
Doesn't get the same skills, but it
They
still
might
gets
get some-
still gets perks and stuff. Yeah.
I'm just thinking I don't mind the.
It gets
my
companion
robot doing-
perks. The companion perks are different. It doesn't get things like that actually. No.
I just thought
It gets the companion perks. Remember you took the ready for fighting or the ready
Yeah.
for war one or
Yeah,
whatever. It
I
gets
didn't know if it
companion
was-
perks.
Okay.
Fallout and it's 1 million rules, mate. It's everything's different for everything.
Someone really likes making tables and shit.
Yeah. This game's got 1,000,001 rules. Like I'm mastering it though. We are mastering it. It just there's just a lot of fucking stuff going on. There's a lot going on.
It's fucking bad when you're like, oh yeah, I just crave the simplicity of fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's fucking bad.
Yeah.
D&D has the problem of way too much math.
But
so.
in that 1 hour, we've just done a lot of modding and like organizing, and you've built 2 weeks worth of a settlement.
For the sake of everyone who missed everything on Twitch, we did a shitload of shopping for an hour.
We did shopping for an hour. Twitch. Sorry,
Chris,
sorry, Chris's Twitch if you missed. Yeah, we did a bunch of shopping and we did mods. We've done mods galore on armor and weapons and robot companions and.
Chris did some sexy dancing to
Chris
keep
did some
us
sexy
all
dancing,
entertained.
so-
Oh no, they seen that. They seen that because I was watching myself in the camera. It was while I was putting my lights up that somehow OBS decided to crash.
I think your dancing crashed Twitch, mate. That's what it was.
Mm.
Crashed my music. Fuck me.
It's because the dancing was way too
Oh, I
sexy.
didn't crash Discord. I'm like, no,
Yep,
no, we don't need that.
Who's on the beers tonight?
Yay, Chris is.
On the beers.
Dangerous. You know what happened last time?
Got my dick out.
It was out last night.
That was. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't just me. Birdie got a bit of an eyeful last night.
I got an
when
eyeful as well last
When
night.
someone stood up a bit too fast.
It's that's why I need a dancer spell.
It was all in the name of Halloween, mate. It's all good.
Yeah, because that's what Halloween's about.
That's what Halloween's about. Getting your
Oh,
bulge out.
getting your dick out and people going,
Uh-oh, there's Chris's bulge.
Could have at least said trick or treat, mate. Make it a bit festive.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
So what you've said yes to McDonough because you've took more money off him. You've took 275 caps off him.
Yeah,
and you're getting another
and he
275.
allows us into city.
Yeah, so he's going to tell you a little bit more about the task. You might want to prepare by buying or borrowing equipment to protect you against radiation, like hazmat suits and radaway.
Never had a problem with radiation.
I think
Three of
I
you,
got a li-
three
I
of you
got
don't
a
have.
little bit.
Yeah, three of
I
you don't
got-
have a problem with radiation. Ronnie's the only one that needs to worry about it.
I don't know why, but I never had problem with radiation.
The entrance to the
Never
section
taken
that you're clearing out is near a red rocket just south of Diamond City.
I've got 2 radaways. I think that'll be enough if we're going for a few days, right?
Maybe get some more.
Okay.
No, we got ramen milk. We got ramen milk.
Can we just, we've got the Brahmin milk unless Tank sucked it all up.
Yeah, right. Here's the thing: you're gonna have to buy some food. Let's say you take let's say you can take like a dozen Brahmin milk at a push, right? So let's add 12 Brahmin milk to your sheet.
Yeah,
Chris roll-
I saw
Chris
something that
roll
might
play.
have been a good thing for Ronnie, taking the solar powered perk.
So yeah, it would actually.
Oh
What
yeah.
does that give me? I did briefly read that when I was trying to upgrade something else. Does it give me if I'm in the
For-
sun? It gives me
If
plus
for every
something.
hour you are in the sun, you heal 1 radiation damage.
Now, here's the thing to remember: although that does sound really good, it might not be as good as it normally would be during the winter of Atom, because daytime doesn't necessarily count as sun, and with nuclear winter storms and radiation storms and stuff, that is blocking out the sun a lot of the time. There isn't a lot of sun in a nuclear winter.
The sun is blocked. It doesn't matter. Solar panels still work.
That's a
Doesn't
point.
matter.
It's light. Yeah. What? Read me or somebody copy paste the exact words of the perk into the Roll20 chat for me then, and we'll read it word for word. We'll see what we think as the rules is written.
Yeah, I always agree.
I'd say the way that it's rated, because I read it earlier, it's during daytime hours.
Just during daytime hours.
You
But-
could say if
Is that
it was
daytime hours but
indoors-
outside? Because it's not going to work if
Yeah.
you're indoors.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Daytime
no,
and
no.
outside.
Gotta be
Right,
outside.
okay. Then it is
Outside.
better. Then it is really good then.
Sweet.
Mhm.
I will possibly think about getting that when I can.
Yeah, I think it's a good one for you because you are the only one that has problems with radiation.
But that's per hour though. It'd be like every hour on you.
I mean, I think I've got lead belly, right? I've been working on it. Let me check my perks. I'm
A
sure
lead
I've
belly
got-
just makes you able to drink radiated water.
Yeah, but if I get the next thing, I think then I can't get it. But I've got, is it rank 2 or something? Let me check.
Well, right until you're immune to radiation from consuming irradiated food or drink.
Yeah, so I'm quite close to that anyway, but yeah.
What do you guys want to do about food?
We'll find more red roaches.
Hopefully get some rad roaches and just kill them. You did have a lot of rad roach meat,
Yeah,
but
we
we've just
definitely-
passed 2 weeks, so that got eaten.
Oh yeah.
Should we just run into some rad roaches? Just fortunately run into some rad roaches on the way to Diamond City, shall we? That works for me, like, it's a nice easy combat for me to set up.
Yeah, sometimes we can find some red roaches.
Let's just say you're gonna hope that you've run into something edible in the way between here and there.
Well, can't we like scavenge or hunt or I don't
You can
know, like,
you can
run
scavenge.
around?
You can also forage. There's a foraging table as well.
That's what I was. Yeah, I meant forage.
There's
Should we-
scavenge and forage. Scavenge is where you like look for food, junk,
Yeah,
chems, everything. And then there's forage, which is look for food like wild mute fruits, wild corn, wild potato.
I'm just thinking,
potatoes.
so like, if we went slower and said we're foraging on the way, could we do it that way, or do we have to
100%.
like?
No, 100% you can. Yeah. You can forage for
mate.
food on the way. You can forage for food on the way, and if you fail foraging, you can scavenge for places to scavenge. This game's set up for that, and we're meant to do that. You've got to scavenge and look for shit in this wasteland to survive.
I suggest we do that when we start moving there.
Your current food stocks is 1 canned dog food and 1 deathclaw meat. But
Do we want to see what we can get from the traders before we go? See if they have anything to spare.
well, before we go, I'm going to say that you can get 6 Brahmin meat as well. So 12 Brahmin milk and 6 Brahmin meat. Let's say that a calf was born, so they slaughtered one of the older cows. So you've still got the same number of cows, but there's now a young one. So they slaughtered one. You've got some meat, but you've still got the same number because there's now a calf growing up. So let's say you've got 6 Brahmin meat as well. Does anybody know how much? In fact, we could look it up how much meat you get from a Brahmin, actually. Let's not just guess that it's 6. Let's look it up.
Probably in
Quite a lot.
or
Denizens of the Wasteland. Let's just have a wee look. Brahmin. Butchery. Scavengers can butcher a dead Brahmin with successful test with difficulty 0. 1 portion of Brahmin meat and 2 uncommon materials. Wow, 1. I don't like that.
That's not a lot.
That's not a lot. I want to give you guys at least 4. Let's say you had 4 of them got 4 of them got slaughtered, and there's 4 calves were born. So 4 calves were born, so they slaughtered 4 of the old cows, right? I'll give you 4 Brahmin meat.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not very generous, is it?
No, I would have think that because it's a Brahmin are pretty big.
It's made of Brahmin meat, yeah, it's 100% it. It's made of Brahmin meat. So apart from the heed and the others, you're going to eat the rest of it, aren't you? 1 Brahmin meat, wow. That's not very generous, You get 1 portion of bloatfly meat from a bloatfly. Bloatfly's that size.
That sounds logical
That's
because
logical,
a blowfly
aye.
is not that big.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna say you got 4 Brahmin meat from 1 Brahmin. I don't like that rule, and I'm gonna change that at some point. 1 Brahmin meat from a whole Brahmin doesn't make sense. It's got more heads than that. It doesn't make sense. So you've got 12 Brahmin milk and 4 Brahmin meat, okay? Before you set out.
Okay.
But you could always buy some more from traders if you wanted to. You've got a trader here at the moment.
yeah, so we got some bunch of shit just to get rid of. It's like, oh, here you go. Hey, do we want to get more ammo from people for like the flamer, or we have enough of that for
That's a
Bonnie's
good point.
character? That's what I say. We can sell a lot of the ammo.
So
We got a lot of that.
here's the thing, you've got a whole bunch of stuff that you're going to sell, but we're not going to do that now. We'll do that in between sessions. So you can just
Oh, yeah, I
imagine
know.
you're going to have a couple of 100 more caps. So if you wanted to spend some of that now, before we work it out, you can spend some before we work it out. It's not a problem. If you wanted to get some flamer fuel or some ammo or something.
Well, if we decide that Mirage is gonna stay at this spot,
Yeah.
then maybe get some seeds or something.
So over the last 2 weeks, you guys have been out. They've been digging the farms, putting fences up. Over the coming weeks, with the money you've just left them, they're going to be buying seeds and stuff. So don't spend your money that you guys have got for your group on the seeds. The guys in Mirage have got money to do that. Fusion Susan's looking after Mirage while you're not there, and she'll spend that money. She'll work all that out. Linda's going to be here for a few days.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get some ammo for myself.
What ammo do you need?
I need
I need energy weapon ammo.
power cells. Yeah, I need power cells.
You both need fusion cells.
Yeah.
How much do they cost?
I only have 42 left.
How much are they? About 3 caps each, yeah?
Yeah, I was hoping that we could do this. Yeah.
$88. Ammunition. Fusion core, no, fusion cells. Yeah, three caps per 14 plus 7, or
So, before we work out the group funds after selling stuff, it's a bit low just now. Have you got enough caps in your own money to buy your own fusion cells?
Oh yeah, that's all I was gonna do.
I can buy a few.
Okay.
I still have 8 caps, so
Oh, you've got 8 caps, right? Ah, no, that's not very much. Hang on.
no.
So,
And I can buy twice. Well, because I don't really understand how they mean it. If it says like with fusion cells 14 plus 7 damage die and cost 3.
that's a
Does
loot-
it mean if I
that's
pay
that's what-
6, it's
that's
twice
no,
that, or
no, no.
what?
That's when you find them looting. When you find it on a loot table. That's how many you get. It's the 14 plus 7.
Well, then I can only buy 2.
Okay, so there is some
Yourself.
caps here. There's some caps here, but there's also loads of stuff you could sell. But that's what takes time.
Well, do you want to do ammo and ammo? Just like whatever ammo we have, and just kind of just exchange it.
You've got 49 flamer fuel in your group ammo, by the way, so don't buy any flamer fuel.
Okay.
You could sell. How much does syringer ammo sell for? You guys don't have a syringer, do you?
Nope.
Nope. I mean, get rid of the spikes. 'Cause,
How much do railway spikes sell for? Let's just sell some of the crap ammo real quick.
Yeah.
Railway spikes are how much? Somebody looking.
I think Spoon was there with the ammo at.
Yeah,
Let's see.
you looking good. What railway spikes? How much they are? We could just dump them. We're not using them.
Railway spikes is 1 apiece.
So,
Yeah.
1 for 1.
so we'll do swap values. You're not losing anything. So that's 22 raised. Okay. How much is syringer ammo, Max?
Varies.
Okay.
It varies depending on what
We
kind.
get that right. How much does 44 magnum ammo sell for?
3.
Okay, so 3 times 17 is 51.
Okay.
Okay. How much does 45 ammo sell for?
Oh no, we want to keep that for.
You want to keep that? Okay.
Keep that for a run.
How much do plasma
Fine.
cartridges sell for?
Ooh, there's a 5.
5?
apiece.
5.
So that's plus 60. Okay, what about 38 ammo? No one's using 38 ammo, are they?
It's 1. It's 1 for 1.
This one, so that's plus 151. Right, hang on. Plus 151. So that's 211 plus 262 plus 22, 284. I've just raised you guys 284 for an ammo swap. So 284 divided by 3 is...
Me and math.
Math.
284 divided by 3 is 94.6. So let's just say 95. So you guys can get 95 fusion cell ammo with that. So somebody take whatever. So just make it 96, right? And you guys get 47 each. So Max and
47.
Schoon add 47 fusion cells each. There you go, that's that done. That wasn't too painful.
Nope. Ooh.
Games Masters, do not take on this game if you're not ready to do bookkeeping, because there's loads there.
Okay, then I will survive for a while because
That is
now
ammo
I have
taken
a total
care of, though.
89 cells.
That's ammo taken care of for a while. So you're gonna take up. Well, you are taking on the job. Are you going to travel back to Diamond City with the group, with the mayor and his 8 security guards?
I think we should. Shouldn't be any problem. Because, we keep in radio contact with these, I think, with them, right?
I'm willing to skip the travel and the camping rules while you do. Make that a lot easier.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
fine with me.
Okay, so Linda and her crew are going to stay at Mirage for the next 3 days at least. Mayor McDonough is coming back with you guys. How many days travelling would that be?
Well, we're gonna do foraging, aren't we, on the way? So,
Yeah.
like that.
So, yeah, let's not move you all down there yet, actually. Let's do all that on the way. It's going to take a while. We're not going to just skip the travel. We're not going to be able to fully skip it.
I would say 3 days.
So it's about... where's the thing? You can do a thing here, right? Where's the ruler?
Yeah, surely do the thing.
So, it's like... So this is measuring in feet, right? But... See when I see about what 25 feet is about a day, right? Basically. So 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 days. No, 4 days. Yeah, because that's kicking on for 90. So about 4 days travel. About 4 days travel. Okay. Allow me to bring up the foraging rules. Oh, I think I might have put them into roll 20 actually.
Man, I think they do.
Foraging.
And you need to roll for them.
It's in the rollable tables. So we're just going to do foraging once per day while travelling for 4 days.
Yeah.
The foraging table is used for gathering food from wild plants while in the wasteland. An hour's foraging and a perception survival test with a difficulty of 1 finds a number of items this table equal to your survival score, plus 1 item per AP spent.
Well, survival perception, right?
Perception survival.
Yeah, I have 5 on that, and it's tagged, so I could do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if everybody can do this or do we do it as a group roll?
I think probably group rolling, just whatever success you get.
Yeah, let's do it as a group roll then. So it's perception survival and Schoon's going to take the lead.
Okay.
So that's
Ooh.
3
Three
successes
successes.
already. Difficulty is 1, so you've just gained 2 action points, and any assists that you guys score will just gain you action points.
I'll not bother.
Okay.
Never
Okay.
wrong thing.
Okay.
Is it for survival?
Now you get a number of items equal to your survival score. What's your survival score, Schoon? Yeah, it's survival perception, Max.
My survival perception score or my survival score?
Your survival score, sorry.
5.
So you get 5 rolls on this table, plus 1 per action point spent, and you have 3 action points. You can get between 5 and 8 rolls on this table. So you may roll me some rolls, guys. D20s. Just singular
I can see it.
D20s.
How many?
1 at a time, 5.
I got a 1.
A 1 is a brain fungus.
Okay. I don't even know what that is.
It's the mushroom.
Isn't that just a cordyceps?
It's just a mushroom. 10 is a
Isn't
melon.
that just a cordyceps because it's a brain fungus?
I don't
It's
know what-
fungus
I
that
don't know what that
attacks
is.
your brain. Wouldn't that be cordyceps?
One more roll. Doesn't matter who does it.
Would that mean we will turn into Last of Us?
No, I think it's a thing you can eat. Like, I think it's safe to eat. 13 is a mute fruit. A mute fruit. Okay, another roll, please.
Chris,
you want
you're-
Chris
you
to
haven't
do
rolled
it?
yet.
Chris can do one, yeah.
I don't want to do it. Someone else do it.
Chris doesn't want to do it. Someone else do it.
There you go.
5 is a corn. And one more. 20 is a
20.
potato. Would you like to spend any action points for any more rolls?
How many? That's 1, 2,
Uh,
3. That's 5. I mean, that's still a couple of more days for you guys.
Yep, it's almost 2 days because there's 3 people eating.
That's up for you guys. I don't need to eat. So.
Thing is, you can do this 4 times. You got 4 days of travel, and that was day 1.
Yep.
keep going.
Okay. So day 2. Do the. Do you want to do the leading survival perception roll, Schoon? That's 1 success.
Two?
Oh, 2
Two?
successes. So that's an action point gained. Any assists just give you more. So again, 5 rolls, 5 d20s. And I believe Max is doing an assist on that. Okay, that's nothing. You can do an assist on that
Yeah,
as
but
well,
at least
if you
it's
Ronnie.
not.
If you want to roll a 1 dice survival perception, Ronnie, for the assist, you can.
Survival. What is it? Survival, perception.
Perception.
We've got 2 successes.
I would just
3
count.
successes.
We're just counting the top dice because it's an assist. You're only supposed to roll 1, so that's 1 success.
Uh,
But it's another action point gained. You're up to 5. Okay, so again, it's 5 individual d20s. Roll me 1 at a time. Some d20s. That's a 2. That's another brain fungus. The 2's another brain fungus, and the 12 is mute fruit.
Chris got a 20.
Oh,
The
Chris got
20 is another Tato. 1 more.
I think we just need one more.
1 more for your second day. A 9 is a
9.
melon.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
That's
We got
day,
2 melons.
day
Nice.
2. For day 3, survival perception.
Is this Scoon's taking the lead? on
Scoon's
this,
taking the
right?
lead on it, yeah. Oh, right. Pause. Well,
Okay.
that puts you on maximum action points, but we're going to pause because there's a interesting fun fact here. This is going to be fun. So,
Okay.
you see this on the map?
Yeah.
We never saw this before.
No,
There's a big boat in Boston Harbor.
It's like, what the hell?
A big
That is
battleship in Boston Harbor, and it's new. It wasn't there last time you came past.
Wait, isn't that the city from Fallout 3?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's a whole other thing. If people have been watching the other games on YouTube, you know about it. It's a whole fun thing. But you've not seen this
yeah.
before because it wasn't here when you came past before. There's a big old boat in Boston Harbor. Right, so you've got 5 rolls again for day 3. This is stocking up your food quite nicely, actually. Just the 4 days of thingy. 5 is a corn. 16 is a silked bean.
Okay.
The 10 is another melon. The 18 is another Tato. 1 more. 6
Six.
is a corn. So that was day 3. So we have one more day of this. And then you can get to Diamond City and the next quest. So, again, Skoon, survival perception. There's no point doing the assists this time, guys, because you're maxed out on action points. Okay, 5 individual d20s, and this is your last day of foraging. 4 is a carrot. That's the first carrot. The 2 is a brain fungus. The 8 is a gourd, which I believe is just like a pumpkin, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a pumpkin.
2 more. 17 is silk bean. And that is another gourd.
God.
But here's the thing, that was 4 days. You still need to eat for 4 days as well, so that's 12. 12 just gets taken straight off that list. 12 of those items just get taken straight off.
Didn't we still have food left?
You did
from
have.
other,
You did have. You only had a couple of pieces of food left, but we could just instantly score 12 of those off, and then that's you eating for the 4 days as well. So that's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you keep the potato, the silk bean, the carrot, and the gourd, that's your profit. Your profit is 3 potato, 2 silk bean, a carrot, and 2 gourd. That's your profit after you eaten for 4 days as well.
Can I make one of the gourds into a jack-o'-lantern because it's nearly Halloween?
Yes, 100% you can.
We don't even know what date it precisely is. I think after this long of an apocalypse, you don't remember what date it is.
Ronnie has.
I think Ronnie will.
Ronnie has.
Yep.
Ronnie
Ronnie's
has
got
a
a
Pip
Pip
Boy.
Boy,
So she's like,
yeah. Ronnie does
oh,
know
yeah,
what date
Is
it
that
is.
still accurate?
Ah, yeah. Pip Boy still like it.
Yeah.
And I think it's like January or February or something. So it is past Halloween, but in real life it's Halloween. So I still love it, Martin. I still love it. Doesn't matter. You can do that absolutely.
That's what Ronnie explains to Tank what Halloween is, about how the scary things in the world scare people.
Tank
she
is
makes
the
them
scary thing in the world.
Oh, they all dress like normal.
Yeah, they're just normal, and she does a face of Tank on the pumpkin to show him. He's like, "Look how beautiful you are in a gourd form."
I'll just dress up like a ghoul. That's always scary.
Well, we've got 2. We'll do the ghoul and the mutant. That's what we do with the pumpkin.
Just moving to a different map for a minute, guys.
No, you're good.
Or is it the last ship, as in the only ship that survived a worldwide epidemic? The TV show.
Oh, it's my new house.
It's Happy's new house, actually.
Happy. Yeah, it's Happy's new house.
Remember Happy?
Watch out for the new
Scoon,
building.
remember Happy from the first game? That's Happy's new house, that
Yeah.
boat. Happy lives there now, believe it or not. We've been busy in the other game.
Oh yeah.
We've been very busy in the other game. So, Mayor McDonough points you as you arrive back at Diamond City. Unless there's anything you want to do in the city, he points you towards where your quest starts, and it's a red rocket. It's a sewer entrance. The sewer entrance is near the red rocket. I've not dropped them onto the map, but it's being guarded by some Minutemen. I can drop them onto the map if we need to.
Well, is there somebody that could do the super sledge upgrade for
No,
before we go in, or
I was looking where. Whoa, at Diamond City there is, yes. But it was
yeah, that's
the
what I'm saying. We can hit that.
the super sledge mods were hundreds of caps though. They were really dear. It's like 180 for the
They're
first one,
very,
360 for the second one.
They
Yeah.
are very pricey.
Very pricey.
And they don't really do very much.
They
Mm,
add they
adds
add
one
damage.
or two, adds one or two
change
damage
your
dice.
damage type.
Done.
You could do a lot more
And,
with
and,
his.
uh,
You could do a lot more with his money currently than that. There's a lot more you could do with it, your
Yeah.
money. That's something you could do later, though. I've actually got 4 Minutemen on the map. I just noticed they're over here.
Yep.
A slow, fat, freezing rain falls as you lower yourselves beneath. Oh no, sorry. That's once you. I'm reading that once you actually enter the sewer entrance. So there's, you're at a red rocket south of Diamond City. We don't need to use the Traverse and the Commonwealth rules to get here. We can just do 4 days of foraging. It says here you may wish to roll for a random encounter. Would you like me to roll for a random encounter before you arrive here? We can if you want.
Yeah, let's do one.
Let's do it. Okay.
Good to have a fight or something before we finish.
Yeah. Let's do a random encounter. So, let me find the Winter of Atom random encounters table first and see what I like it out of that.
Yeah, Tank probably wants to smash them.
Might do it on a different map from this one, because this is the map before you actually go into the next thing. Let's find...
Like a random road map, I guess.
Yeah, I've got a few random maps we can use. Just trying to find the right table. Somebody roll me 1d20. Five. Okay, so this is just something along your way. I will not make this the encounter. This could be something on maybe the first day. We'll roll again in a second. So maybe on the first day, the group stumbles across a ruined campsite showing clear signs of having been attacked by raiders recently. Roll again for the next day. 1d20.
Me again, or
Doesn't matter who rolls.
You go ahead, dude.
Yeah, go for it.
Just a random d20 roll. 10. Okay, so that's a Minutemen patrol stops to question the group wanting to know what they're doing in the area. So that, the Minutemen don't stop you because you're travelling with a group of Minutemen and the Mayor of Diamond City. So that's day 2. Day 3, roll me a d20. 8. A death claw charges the group, but doesn't stop the fight. It's fleeing something even scarier.
What
Would
the
you
fuck
like-
scared the hell out of a fucking death claw?
yeah,
That's like Tank here. Tank's over here. What's over there?
Would you like to see what that's going to be then?
yes.
I look at Tank. Do you want to fight something that scares the death claw?
Sure.
It does make me very intrigued.
I say fuck it. Let's go.
Okay. So let's say on day 3. So let's move you back on the map a bit. So let's move you back on. We'll keep you 4 days of food, but on day 3, something scarier than a death claw. Right, okay, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. Let me find a map. What's scarier than a death claw, guys?
6 death claws.
Chris.
6 death claws, Chris? I
What
could do
about? Oh no.
A behemoth.
a super mutant behemoth. Let's do one of them. Let's do a behemoth.
It would be
Okay.
Ducky or Swan. That was the name, right? Swan.
Do you want Swan? We're quite far away from Swan's Pond. Do you want Swan's Pond? Do you want Swan? I've got stats for him.
No, but it's
Or
like
you-
Swan.
or-
Doesn't have to be Swan, but a behemoth is like Swan.
Reskin it as a different. It's not
Right,
Swan, but
I don't have a character sheet for a super mutant behemoth, but it won't take me long to make it. Watch this, 5 minutes. So, let me find it in the book.
In the meantime, Martin, this is your time to do a fast 5. A fast 5 is what we call in the improv, like space of comedy, of 5 minutes of comedy, off
Yes,
the cuff.
please. Yes, please, because I'm going to be
Fast
5
five,
minutes
on
making a
you go.
character sheet.
Wait.
Fast 5.
Okay, Chris, can you explain that joke and why it was funny from last time? Because you were telling me how that funny joke that you told, and I think everyone would be interested if you can explain some of your jokes.
You know the pillars of comedy is a Fast 5.
Go for it. What is it? Because I got a bit confused. I was like, because I guess I thought I could tell jokes, but you explained to me because you told me maybe my comedy's different to other people. So if you could just tell everyone.
So the three pillars of comedy, the way it works. The first pillar of comedy is you've got to explain the joke because people don't understand the joke. They'll not know that it's funny.
Very true.
Second pillar of comedy is you've got to laugh at your own joke because if you don't laugh, then other people don't know when they're supposed to laugh. And the third pillar is repetition. So you just keep telling the same joke over and over again so people can keep finding it funny. And I'm pretty sure the other one, what is it? So the first one, it's repetition. So you keep telling the same joke over and over again so people recognize it and know that it's funny so they know to laugh at it. The second pillar is
Time in.
oh yeah, you gotta laugh at your joke. You gotta laugh at the joke so people know that it's funny.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
And then the third one is I can't remember. I've got to do them in order. So the first one is
Autism. First one is
repetition.
autism.
Yeah, he's gonna keep going on like this because the first one's repetition, so he
Yeah.
keeps repeating it.
I know the joke.
You've done a great job. I'm not going to be long doing this, guys.
I mean, we've got well,
Max.
Chris
Fast
also told
five.
me that you.
I'm gonna give you a topic. Your topic is pamphlets.
Pamphlets? Okay, so you need pamphlets. Well, depending on which pamphlets you get from, let's say an example, what is this? Scientology. There's a bunch of amazing people you get from there, right? So you go up to the building, and what it is, you see the things on YouTube and stuff, you get trapped in there, and they're like, oh my god, I'm trapped. And it's like, can't you just walk out, kick a guy in the nuts or something, and they'll just shock him, break an arm or something? I mean, yeah, no. It's like Scientology. It's like, oh, it's nice. But if you've seen the South Park episode where they make a joke of it, and yeah, you've seen that, right? They're like, this like the dude with nuts, and it was like a fantasy writer decides to make his own religion. I'm like, I can think some people would do that. That'd be kind of funny, right? So you think of like, it's like what Jedi? That's a church, right? I mean, they do a bunch of stuff like that.
What has this got to do with pamphlets? I don't know.
I love it.
I know.
I mean, I'm not saying anything against Scientology. Yeah, I think he thought you said pamphlets. It's your Irish accent.
Only another
yeah.
2 minutes,
Okay.
3 minutes to
Yeah.
go, boys. 3 minutes to
You know,
go.
because it's like, you do get pamphlets like that. People like pass that out, and then like you're trying to read it over, and that's how they kind of start you in. It's like you give this little pamphlet that, hey, you want to take a test, and he pull you in from that because that's a lot of stuff. Especially if you go like in Hollywood, they got pamphlets for the stars, like like map of the stars. They get people to do that kind of.
I'm pretty sure Scientology.
Turn to insult a nationality. Go.
Oh, which one? I mean, I'm not doing any of the Asian ones because that's.
I mean, you do pretty easy. You do
Leave-
pretty easy with Chris.
Leave the Italians alone. We were pretty harsh on them last night.
Yeah. No, I've been pretty good today. I mean, I definitely am.
Shall I type in random country generator and you tell me why you hate them?
Yeah.
I mean, just basically, I can't watch the Eurovision Song Contest because I have too many opinions about all the countries. Like when I found out Australia a lot, and I was like, Australia isn't in Europe, and then people have to
Yeah, I
explain
still
to me
don't know why Australia has joined us in the Eurovision Song Festival.
I mean, I don't mind. I was just like, oh right, like your map's different to my map, but I do love Australians.
Your random country is Monaco. You can ask me questions and I'll tell you more about it.
Monaco. Isn't that the really rich country? Isn't that where all the rich people lived? Or am I getting that mixed up? Because I don't know that much
Yeah,
about
it
countries.
is.
Morocco? I think it's Morocco. You're thinking about.
No,
No,
that's
Monaco.
It's Dubai.
Monaco's where they
Monaco.
have the
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's talking about Dubai. Even though it isn't even that
No, he's talking about
expensive to
Monaco.
go to Dubai.
Monaco's where they have the. I actually don't know. I'm sure
It's
it's
where the
Monaco.
city street track is for Formula One.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's the only
And
thing I know.
I've
about
just
Monaco.
got his attacks to do, guys. He's almost done.
Chris, tell us about Irish Halloween because apparently it's where Samhain started. Go.
Yeah, Halloween originated in Ireland. It came from when we used to put masks on to scare away the evil demons, because we were all pagans and didn't have God. But thankfully, maybe I shouldn't say anymore and I'll get cancelled.
Well, there's Day of the Dead in Mexico. That's pretty cool too.
Chris, can you tell us how they got rid of all the snakes in Ireland? Because you had a big snake out yesterday. You had a huge snake out yesterday, and people were asking me why there's one snake left in Ireland.
There's one snake left in Ireland.
That's vastly inappropriate, and colleague, I'll be speaking to HR about this one.
I mean, I already talked to HR, and I just said like I approve that you made him a mandatory lycra for work.
I believe HR only handles work-related stuff. This isn't work.
It stands for hate and race. That's what HR stands for. The one me
Jesus.
Chris reported to.
Is that character ready there? Because he's about to fucking.
I know, mate. Almost, mate. Almost. I've got one more
He's
attack to
gonna
add to
tell
it,
us-
shit.
He's
I'm
about to
so
tell us
close
how
to
Tommy
done.
Robinson's a good guy.
So close to done.
I waited till 9 o'clock, so it's technically the watershed.
He's just fucking turning around. He's going to tell us Tommy Robinson's a good guy, and he's going to show us his bulldog tattoo.
Ruff, ruff.
Range L11.
That's a lot funnier if you're from the UK. I'm just saying.
Oh, Chris, make sure you explain the joke a few times again. Not everyone got it.
Okay. I've done
The
it.
longer you give us to chat, the more chance you've got of us getting cancelled.
This has Monaco in it. Formula One.
That's a good game. That's a good game.
Isn't there a casino in Monaco? That's what I think.
Monaco's all about
casinos.
casinos. I think there's millions of casinos. in
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of casinos all around the track. So you can watch the race.
There's only one reason I watch Formula One. That's because we Dutchies are best at it.
Is that right?
Max Verstappen.
Oh, really? I don't watch it. I don't know anything about the sport, mate.
Because of Max Verstappen, a lot of rules have changed in Formula One because he was too good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, guys. So,
You're not allowed to cheat anymore.
have I moved you to this map? Not yet. Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay, I've set you up an encounter. That only took me about 5 to 10 minutes. You have an encounter map and a super mutant behemoth. Chris, you asked for it. We have the stats. Let's make it happen. This is a super mutant behemoth. So
I look at Tank and say, "Hey, Tank, is that your brother?"
My brother. Mommy?
Daddy?
everybody want to pop their initiatives
that?
up?
Yep, give me one.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to delete them all if everybody wants to pop them up again.
One second.
We all know that I'm first.
Remember to do the robot as well, Martin.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Did they not share initiative?
I think they do actually if it's a companion. I think it does.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you
can
yeah,
go
it
back
does.
or-
It does.
Because they get the special attack, yeah, with the thing.
Oh,
Wow, that thing goes like
Behemoth.
right before.
the behemoth has the same initiative.
Yep. Now, do you want to attempt to all hide as the Deathclaw runs past and it's running away from something? Do you all want to attempt to hide to get around where you can have a sneak attack, where somebody can get a sneak attack?
Well,
I'm gonna attempt to hide.
how are the zones?
I thought he had those zones open. There you go.
There's the zones.
Because medium was 2 zones, right?
Medium is 2 zones. Medium, well, no, medium is 1 zone away. Medium's the next zone over.
Oh yeah.
There's your zones, guys.
Well, I am
Alright.
at least going to stand here at this zone, and when he passes, I might be able to shoot because I now am at medium, no longer at close.
Are we want to try to make a stealth to hide, or what?
Oh yeah. Wait. How is the lighting here?
It's daytime.
Yes. Still, is there shadows or darkness here?
There are shadowy spots. If you look at the map, you can the map's kind of 3D with shadowy on the map. So you can see like it's shadowy and dark
Then
here,
I
it's
will-
shadowy and dark here.
That's what I wanted to know, because that means
Yeah, the
if
map's
I
kind
do
of got
the
it. Like,
sneak, I can roll 1 additional die for free.
Nice. Because he had the stealth thing, the ninja thing.
I have the ghost, and I am going
Ooh.
to use 1 luck
Ooh.
to re-roll that 20.
I thought you were a sneak build, man.
Yeah, I am, but if I roll this bad,
what
I'm-
a
I'm
roll!
going
I
to
just
use-
came back from getting a drink and saw that roll. Fuck me.
I'm
Well,
going to
fuck-
re-roll.
Fuck you, I guess. Good. Not fuck me. Fuck you. I need to make your tokens a bit bigger. They're a bit small.
Whoa.
That is a success.
On your sneak hide.
On my sneak agility, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm
it's,
gonna send this.
that's
Now the behemoth doesn't look that big.
That's supposed to be a group test, but he's distracted, so you can all just take.
Because I'm doing the sneaking, I don't know if the rest does, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am.
Does everybody want to take a position, and then you can start when as it comes past? It's heading down this way, so it's gonna charge down here. You can just because it's distracted chasing a Deathclaw. You can decide when to jump out and take your turn, and when to start the combat. So everybody
I'm
just from there decide where you want to go.
I'm just going to shoot it as soon as it's 1 zone away from me.
Okay.
Yeah, I say, Ron, you might want to get behind us.
And why am I no longer
Yeah,
next to the
that's-
car? Because I was planning to hide behind this car.
I think Max moved you.
So we see. So do we see this so we can run out of the way, or?
Yeah. So you can now run to wherever you want. And if you look at the map, it's kind of dark and shadowy where it's dark and shadowy. And tanks go in there, okay. So we'll just start the combat when
kill
somebody
it
wants to
easily.
take their turn. When somebody wants to start, we start.
Ah!
Right, stop in there. Okay. Tank is initiating the combat. Right, Chris, roll your dice, son.
Oh, he gets sneak attack, right?
You get
His
sneak
name's
attack on
16,
this.
right?
So that means difficulty goes down by 1, Chris. So difficulty is 0. And you gain vicious. If you already have vicious, it gives you +2 damage dice. So that's 3 successes, which is 3 action points. Chris, you've got 3 leftover action points. You want to just add 3 dice to that? You can add 3 dice for free to that.
Yeah, I'll work.
So that's 5 then, because I already have vicious as well.
So you can add 5 more, right? Okay.
Ooh, right there.
Right, let's just let's just do the second one because it's got a lot more faces. It's more fun. So you've got 10.
Or
You've got
it
15.
was like you take only the first 5 that you add, and still it's a lot of
Yeah,
vicious. So
yeah. So let's just do that plus the first 5. That's right. Okay, so 7. with a face plus
7,
5
8, 9, 10,
faces.
11, 12, 13,
It's
14, 15, 16,
13 and 6
17,
faces.
18 damage.
No, is it not 13 and
Yeah, but
6
it's breaking,
faces? Is it not
though.
19? So 7
It is
plus
breaking,
6
though.
faces. 7 plus 6 faces is 13. With 6 faces
Well,
is 19
no,
damage.
it's
One.
he adds those dice because he get to roll those extra, right?
Yeah, it's 19 damage.
And one
Yeah.
face is 1 damage.
No, one face is
So
2
that's
damage.
7,
He's got
8, 9,
vicious.
10, 11, 12 damage, plus every face
19.
is...
It's 19.
Exactly.
Because it's 7
But,
plus.
but does
plus
it
6.
does it have stick breaking? Because of the breaking effect?
So,
Breaking and vicious.
it's
Breaking breaks
it's-
armor, vicious adds 1 damage extra to every face.
it's 19 with 7 breaking. So, the breaking... body part, Chris. On the ground. Right in the ground.
Right in the nut.
So, let me say what is. He has got 8 physical on the torso. So, how many piercing is it? 7. No. Yeah,
Oh,
you've got
breaking, breaking.
you've got piercing on that, haven't you? No, you don't have piercing on that. You've
Yep.
got breaking.
How is it breaking?
Yeah, so you don't go through his armor, but you wreck his armor. So you ruin 7 armor points on his torso. So he's got his torso armor's now down to 1. So I need to put something on him for that. So his torso armor is now down to 1. But he still soaks 8 of 19. So you do 11 damage on his torso. So that is a critical hit. So he has got a crippled torso as well as having only having 1 damage resistance on it now. Okay.
He's got crippled balls.
Yeah. Crippled
I'm gonna
balls.
spend 2 action points.
Okay.
And I swing again.
I reckon you guys are just going to pump a behemoth, to be honest. Like,
2 successes.
and you've got action boy,
That's all
don't
you
you?
need.
Yeah.
So you go back up to 1 action, back up to 5 action points. Do 5 damage. Right, hit the body part's going to make a big difference here because you've not got any of your effects on that.
I'm gonna spend 3 luck to
To reroll 3
sorry,
of the
how
damage.
many luck? It's 1 luck.
1
to
luck rerolls 3
right?
damage dice. Yes, 1 luck rerolls 3 damage
You
dice.
need 2. Right?
1, 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing more, so I'll just do a combat dice and roll 3 again. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 8 with no effects on which body part?
13. So that's the
8, 9, 10,
Right
11,
arm.
12, 13 on right arm. And what was it? How many? 8 damage on his right arm. 8 physical.
damage on his right.
He has 8 physical reduction. None of that goes through.
That's right.
Just shows you the
Let's
difference
get
between hitting with effects and
physical.
without. Okay. It's now his turn. So he's going to definitely attack you, Tank. Wonder how this is going to go. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. This
This-
might be a deadly combat now.
This could be pretty interesting. So he's definitely going to try and hit you with his fire hydrant bat. What's my action point situation, guys? What have I got?
I think you had 1, right?
I've got 1, so I'm not.
You got-
I'm not. Am I going to spend it on the additional dice? Yeah, I am, because I am that guy. 3 successes. So what's your defense? It's only 1, so I gain 2 action points, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna pump them into some damage then.
Fire hydrant bat.
Ooh, but it
It
breaks
also
his arm.
has vicious and breaking.
Oh,
So that's
fucking-
12,
On
13,
your
14,
torso.
15, 16, 17 damage. With
on my torso,
5 armor breaking.
right? And then how much damage does he take from the internal bleeding?
Oh, he does that at the start of his turn, doesn't he?
Aye. Well, it doesn't really matter as long as it's before the end of his.
Aye,
I
I'll
believe
do,
no,
I'll-
he did-
okay, so I'll do that in a second. Remind me we've got to do that. But he's done 12 vicious breaking damage, so that's 5. That's 17 damage on your torso. What's your physical damage reduction on your torso?
8.
So you take 9, but that 8's now 3. Because you lose 5 from breaking. That 8 is temporarily 3, so make a note somewhere that your physical damage reduction on your torso is down 5. And you take 9 damage, so that's a crippled body part for you as well, crippled torso.
Oh, bleeding internally.
Yes. So I'll roll 2 damage
So we got
dice for
everyone-
his. Sorry,
Everyone's
Martin?
got the stem packs
Well,
though.
Mhm.
I was just
we
saying
weren't-
everyone's got the stem
we weren't
packs,
well
haven't they,
rested.
including tank.
Sorry, Chris?
We weren't well rested, sure we weren't.
No, you'd be well rested. You'd be well rested, yeah. Take well
Okay.
rested. Everybody can have the 2 extra hit points from well rested. And I'm rolling 2 dice, right?
How much damage did I actually take?
9. And he takes 1 damage from his internal bleeding.
Yes.
He's only got 1 hit point left, guys. You finish him off.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see what our because technically
You've taken,
where
a
he's
you've
at.
taken a quarter of his hit points off him so far. It's
Yeah,
not
if he
bad,
shoots
right?
that way, that's
And,
medium range. That's
and
medium
most
range
of his
for him.
body armor, which would have been the most annoying.
And
bit,
a
'cause
serious
every
chunk
time
of his
something
armor,
wrong,
yes.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have enough action points to take another turn, so it's Norm's turn.
Well, I need to. Am I able to move up this roof in one move?
You're gonna have to make me a check to climb. You're gonna have to make an athletics, strength, or agility athletics, difficulty 3. Strength or agility
Can he climb on
athletics
me?
3.
Can he climb on me because I'm right there against the building?
Yes. If you go that way and you climb on top of Red Alert and Red Alert cooperates, I'll reduce the difficulty to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I do that. That's
I'll reduce the difficulty to 2.
Let's
if Red
hope
Alert's-
I just rolled 2 successes because I don't have any points
Hey,
in
we have
athletics.
AP.
There are
AP,
action
AP.
points,
Use
Scoon.
AP. Use AP, bud.
Yeah, how many action points do we have?
There are
Full.
5.
5.
I will buy at least 1 extra die.
Okay.
That'll be 4 for us.
It's 2 successes.
successes!
You can get up onto the roof.
So I am going up to this roof. Then I am. But am I able to buy a miner and then still attack?
Are you able to take an extra minor? Yes, so you've moved. You can't do another movement, but you can spend 1 action point to take another minor.
I will do that because then I want to take the aim action
Okay.
because of my perk sniper. When you take the aim minor action and then make a ranged attack with a 2-handed weapon with the accurate quality, which I have, you can specify a hit location to target without increasing the difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
I already know his
Torso. The torso.
body torso armor has lowered, so I'm
Mhm.
aiming at that.
Okay.
Oh,
Honestly,
and don't
guys,
forget, when you do hit,
I think you're going to pump a
AP
behemoth.
to-
I'm going AFK for 2
No, like-
seconds, but I can still hear what's going on.
So when you do the rate of fire, you can still add AP to do more damage.
No, because action points for damage is only on melee.
But if you have accurate on the gun, that allows you to spend AP on that.
Oh. I don't think so.
Accurate, you may take an iron action before with an accurate weapon. You may spend up to 3 AP to add 1 die per AP spent to attack that damage. That's under
Hmm.
accurate.
With accurate,
Yeah,
you can spend
that's
action
accurate.
points to get damage without spending bullets.
We still have 3 left, so I could do that. But let's first
See if you hit them first.
roll if I hit.
That's 4 successes.
4 successes.
That's 3 action points gained. You're up to 6.
I will add those as damage.
I think you can still do your fire rate too, so that stacks on
And you
that
can
too.
still
I
add your
believe.
fire rate.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do my fire rate.
So you're spending 3 of those, yeah?
Yeah, so I get add
You
3
get
damage.
3 damage you get to add 3 damage dice.
So
You guys
I
are
could
gonna pump this.
make it 5 if I do the fire rate, but I think this is more than enough.
And you've picked the body part here.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
okay,
don't have
okay,
to use the
okay,
body
okay,
part
okay, okay.
because of the fact that
Okay.
I. Oh, and why
You
did
did the
it
test anyway.
not change the effect? It should be piercing 2.
Should that be piercing 2?
Yeah, because I have 2 piercing things.
Yeah. Wow. So
I think
that's...
you have to edit it. You have
Okay,
to
so
edit it.
you're definitely
I
ignoring
did.
all armor. All armor is ignored,
here.
but that is... You've got vicious, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 damage. On his torso, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
20... Did I just say 22? Fuck me.
13, 14, 15.
Let's see. I at least take away
22.
1 ammo. Let's count. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Very nice, Goon. Very nice.
With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 piercing. So I think this laser blast is just going straight through him.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
No, but it's still going straight through him. I mean,
he
piercing.
did cut a big hole in him, yeah. Is that your turn? Yeah, because you've done 2 major actions, haven't you?
Yeah. No, I did
No,
one
you've not
major
done
action.
2 major actions. No, you've not done 1 major.
We now only have
3 action
2
points.
action points left.
3?
Yeah, I'm.
3.
Should I take? No, I don't believe I have the perk that if I do that.
Action boy.
No, I don't have that. So no.
Okay, red
Next
alert.
turn.
That's one of the things
You
I'm
might
grabbing
be able
the
to
second
do
for.
it still.
Yep. So where I'm at, can I hit him right there, or do I have to get behind him?
You can move into his zone, and it's diagonal. So although there's 1, 2 zones there, that moving from there to there's only 1 zone movement. So you can get into the same zone as
Yeah.
him.
So I'll walk in that one, and I'm seeing there like Tank just gave him a nice hit, and just and I see this giant laser come down. I'm like, okay.
Spoon just fucked him up even harder than Tank did. It was impressive.
Yeah,
like.
I know. That's like probably good.
Liking my new
Probably
weapon.
You guys are well ready for chapter
Well,
2,
good.
like.
Well, dude, mine is that I got more just in case if you need some more bullets.
Chapter
I don't
2's
use a lot of it. Mine's
Chapter
more just
2's
a lot.
not ready for you guys. This is the problem we're going to have. Chapter 2's not ready for you. You're ready for Chapter 2, it's not ready for you. I'm going to have to ramp things up. You're going to pump a behemoth. This is going to be an easy encounter for you guys.
Okay, let me see. What can I do? 10 damage ass.
So a super mutant behemoth is level 18. It's 130 XP. 130 XP is not a difficult encounter for you guys, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Where is it? I can find it in the rules.
I'm gonna.
It's a level 18 character.
So,
Yep.
yep. So what I'm gonna
Okay,
do
so I don't
is
get my bonus.
130 XP now. There's a table here that tells me 130 XP for 4 PCs is... Oh, this is a very, very easy encounter for you, actually. A standard encounter for 4
We could even
PCs.
take on 3.
At level 7, 4 PCs, a standard encounter is 320 XP. So 3 of
So we
these...
could take 2 or 3 of these.
3 of these would be a medium encounter. This isn't as big a deal as I made it out to be. You're pumping it.
no, but if they hit hard enough, we could get fucked too.
Oh yeah, good fuck it. Well,
Yeah.
it's just fucked up Tank's armor. Tank's bleeding. Tank is hurt. Tank's fucked up pretty hard. Like he's got... have you done your hit points, Tank?
I think he stepped away.
Nah, right, okay. Do we remember how many it took?
So what?
It was 9, wasn't it?
I think he.
It was 9, yeah.
I've done my hit points.
Oh, it wasn't shown
He
on the
said he
token.
did hit.
Cool. It wasn't shown on the token. I've done the token. Alright, Max. You're attacking him.
Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm buying 3 EP.
Buying 3 AP. Okay, so that gives me 3.
Hmm? It gives me 2 dice.
It gives you no. See, oh, hang on. Are you buying 3 from me, or you mean you're spending the 3 that you've got?
No, I'm buying 3 from you and not spending
Buying
those.
3, right? So you're spending all 6. So you're rolling 5 dice.
No. So what it is that I'm just getting 3 from you that gives me 2 dice. With the additional 2 dice I'll get.
You don't need to.
You've
already. To buy 2 dice costs you 3. There's already 3 in the action point pool. You don't have to buy them from me if you've already got the amount you need. There's already 3 there.
I'll do that.
So you just spend the 3 there.
Okay.
In fact, there's 3 there because it was 3 before. Now I made it 6. Okay, 6 successes. You only needed 1, so you're back up to maximum AP. Right, let's see if you can fuck him up as hard as the first two did. Ronnie's not even going to get a turn. You're going to fuck it up in less than a round. Ronnie, you're not even going to get a shot at your new gun here.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I am going to spend... What's the max spend can you do on melee?
On melee 3. You can spend 3.
Alright, so I'm spending 3 for that.
3 for 3 dice you can spend. Right, okay. 3 piercing. Right, so what body part is that on?
I'm going to spend 1 left to reroll 3 of those.
Okay.
Damage dice.
Okay.
Mine down by 1. Pretty.
So that's
nice.
Another. Right, okay. And what's the body part?
I'm about to do.
If it's a torso, he's dead. No, he's not. Not quite.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, because you don't have vicious. He's not quite dead. Doesn't matter where you hit him. He's not dead. Ronnie is going to get a shot. I suppose you could take a second action. This is where he's got no armor. So that is 12 damage to the groin. He's almost dead. Do you want to finish him off? Or do you want to leave some for Ronnie?
Yes. I cracked my knuckles. Yeah. So I'm spending 2 to do another
cracking your gears in your claws, you mean? Because you don't have knuckles.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no. So what it is, I'm spending 1 AP to give me an additional amount.
Okay, and that's you down to 0 AP. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to buy another die from you, so that'll be 2 AP to give you, right?
You want to buy an extra dice? It only costs 1, so that's. I've got 1 action point. So you're buying the 3rd dice, the extra 1 dice, yeah. Okay. Need 2 successes.
No, that's an extra 4 dice.
All right, you want the extra 2 dice, so you're buying 3 action points. Right. Okay.
Oh, because I'm doing that one because it's gonna have to hit by 2.
Oh, come
That's
on
a
now.
7.
Come on now.
3 of that is on the damage.
You have 5 action points.
Action points back.
You've got 5 action points. You may roll the damage on that, sir.
Yep.
Well, do we need 2 successes to hit him?
2, yeah, you need 2 because it's a second attack. Right, what body part is that on? That is his left arm.
So he might survive.
You might survive this.
That's,
it's got 1 piercing, so you're ignoring 5, right? So it's 5. Oh, right, okay, so it's 12 damage, and you're ignoring 5 of the armor. So what's getting through? 9's getting through. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
You finished him off. Ronnie did not even get a chance to use her new gun.
Killed a creature that even scares a death claw.
You just pumped it. You just pumped it easily. Ronnie didn't even get to use her new gun.
No, but what it is, Hank has a new weapon. Hank has a new weapon. He has a giant... He's a giant...
Hank able to carry that fire hydrant.
Nah. It's not wieldable. Even by a super mutant with a strength of 12, I don't think it's wieldable. I'll have a look at the rules. I'll see what the rules are for him using that in between sessions. But we're at 9:30, so I think that's a nice place to round it off. On the last day of your travel, just before Diamond City, we'll say you've ran into the Deathclaw running shit scared, and you're like, what the fuck has scared that thing? Super Mutant Behemoth comes flying out, Tat just goes, bang! And then the rest, you just go bang, bang, shoot a hole in its stomach, and then Red Alert just goes bang, bang, Ronnie's there, just fucking getting her gun ready to take a shot, and the thing's already dead. Sorry, Martin, you went for a pee and the monster was dead.
But I do believe Tank did get a lot of damage.
You're mute, mate.
Yeah, but we are at Diamond City. We can get his armor.
Yeah.
And I think Tank also got hit quite badly.
Tank got hurt quite
Oh, yeah.
badly. Yeah. Tank's got internal bleeding, but your enemy is dead. You'll have time to treat Hank's injuries and stuff, and you'll be golden.
Yep.
But that's a nice 9:30. We'll call that the session. We'll return in 4 weeks because Skoon's away. In 2 weeks.
I will be in England in 2 weeks, playing in real life games with Infinite Monkey Tails. Only took 4 years to finally meet him in real
We'll
life.
return in 4 weeks for session 17, where you will embark on the main quest for chapter 1, and it's called Cleansing Fire. We will start the quest Cleansing Fire with session 17 in 4 weeks' time.
Okay.
Well,
let's see.
Well, I'll just do a quick outro then, Skoon, if you don't mind. Thank you very much for playing, gentlemen. Martin, Christopher, Max, and Skoon, thank you all, and thanks for putting us out to Twitch for the two of you. Appreciate you. Viewers, we'll be back in 4 weeks for some more of this one, but stay tuned on RxOliver on YouTube for lots of other Fallout campaigns. There's loads of other stuff going on. For the origin story of the boat and for lots of other things, check out further games in the Commonwealth on the channel. This has been session 16 of Winter of Atom. This is my friends. I'm RxOliver. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.
Bye.